Like so happy jokes because you're the only guy that's cutting weight and like so happy about it. Yeah.
I'm not happy about it. I'm just smiling. It's a default coping mechanism.
First thing I said to Adam, he looks small. You think he looks small?
I don't know. He texted me and said a couple of explicitives about you saying that. So I already got that. I already got that out there. Do I think he looks small? No, I think he looks huge. He's massive right now. My response to him was, "Tell Ray he's next."
Yeah, Ray, that cut deep.
I was before already. So.
Yeah.
So it needs to be next.
Oh, yeah.
No. So you guys both have big matches. Let's go with you, Paul. You will have a match versus a guy that brothers Pecutor. Did you think about that? Because that's exactly what's happening.
Yep.
This is revenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't request the match, but gladly accepted. So I mean, maybe it's coincidence. Maybe Rustam and Ruslan know something I don't know. It's an interesting match. It's an interesting prospect to prepare for somebody where there's not a whole lot of very recent data on. There's a whole bunch of data from the past, but it's very, very hard. I know he's been active, and I know he's pulled in, I think, German nationals and a couple other things, pseudo-local to where he's at, but very hard to find video on that. So it's kind of situations of battle of the unknowns. So we'll see how it goes after that first ready go.
You know, most people online thought you're pulling the rematch, and they just thought it's a typo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you receive some messages about that?
Sure, yeah. Good luck against Rustam. I probably had to say no, it's his brother at least 30, 40 times, for sure. Like, that's not even an exaggeration at all. So, yeah, I mean, same last name, same first letter.
You beat him. It's Snezhana next.
Yeah, I've also got that text message multiple times as well.
Yeah. That's an exciting match.
Yeah.
That's the one we're looking forward to.
Well, the cross-gender thing, I guess so. I mean, it's a new day these days.
What it is. And Adam, you're going to pull Abdul Makarov.
Yeah. Super excited.
Super excited. I see by your face you're super excited.
I'm just ready to eat something. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you were like an hour ago, we did this, but the mic didn't pick up the sound. And you look way more tired than you were like an hour ago.
Oh, yeah, the jet lag's starting to hit. But, I mean, that's a good thing. It's nighttime, getting tired. That's what's supposed to happen. But I'm super excited to pull Arthur. I mean, like I told you first time, hard to believe he's a 170-pound guy, 165-pound guy. But, one of those genetic anomalies,
Definitely, yeah.
And
you have
that's
never
always
met
going
him
to be
in
super.
person, right?
No, I haven't. I'm excited to see. I mean, does he look as big in person as he does on camera, or well,
camera adds 20 pounds. That's what I say all the time.
Yeah.
We're on fix or something. Like camera adds 20 pounds, cuts them off from the neck of Paul Linn, but he's pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be a hook battle?
I really hope so. I mean, that's what everybody wants to see, right? I mean, like it'd be a disappointment if somebody came out and top rolled. Yeah, there we go.
I honestly think it may go that. I think there's more of a possibility that both of us will go up top in this match than in any of my previous matches.
Is this fight just because ERMES is on the card? Like,
no, it might be.
Glasses, so.
It might be. I can't tell you any other reason than I can just feel it going that way. If it goes inside, great. I'm ready for that. But I would like to top roll once in my professional career. That would be nice.
Yeah. He's one of those guys that's very hard to top roll. Mm-hmm. I think you watched his match with Engen, right?
Yeah.
Both matches.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen it. Oh yeah. But it just seems like he goes more that way now than he used to. I don't know. It just seems like his hook keeps getting higher and higher and higher. Keeps turning more into that up top move. So we'll see.
I think, I don't remember which year, but maybe 2020 or something in Worlds, we were talking, and he lost the final to Alan Zabuyev. Mm-hmm. And we said, Vladislav went up to him and said, like, did you have this thick hand and you don't use it? Because he's hooking, right? He was hooking all the time, kind of, not real hook, but weird kind of hook. But he was never putting that thick, and the hand it's same size as yours, maybe a little bit bigger. And yours is pretty thick, right?
Yeah.
Did you just check the thickness of his can?
What?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I'm familiar. So are you saying Arthur's hand is bigger than his?
I think
Wider?
So. I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's but it's gonna be pretty even. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Ruslan is a different build than Ruslan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know that.
For sure.
And different powers.
Yeah. Angle's definitely different.
Yeah.
Style's definitely different.
Yeah.
So that'll be the learning curve. Figuring out where those sticking points are and avoiding them.
No loss of motivation.
What's that?
No loss of motivation.
For me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I mean, I just told Adam we were in the hallway. The fear of the unknown creates a different type of motivation. So if I don't know, if I can't do as much research as I normally would do on an opponent, I'm forced to then focus on myself. So bringing a better version that I brought last time becomes the primary focus rather than a few certain areas of improvement with the same version. So I feel comfortable in that I am bringing a stronger version of myself than face Sasha. So all I can do is what I can do.
You believe you're better than you were when you faced Sasha?
I believe I'm healthier. I believe from what I feel on the table, my common denominators, my barometers, I feel good. I feel like this should be my best version of myself. And if I believe that, then I'm at peace with the outcome one way or another.
You feel the same about yourself after, like, in Arizona, you had probably the most grueling match I've ever seen. It was insane. Like, you were over supinated and then it was just insane. Out of the shoulder and I don't know how.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely took a lot out of me, more than I thought. But I've had a lot of time to prep and heal, and there were two main factors I was worried about coming into this match, and was A, getting 100% healthy, and B, the weight. And actually, I feel really great about both. More so the healthy part. I mean, I feel really fresh. There's no excuses. I mean, am I the strongest I've ever been? I would like to say so, but I'm also a lot smaller from dieting. So, maybe raw horsepower, not as much, but I'm more fresh now than I've ever been. And that speaks a lot of volume. I mean, even with Bozidar, I had a lot of tenderness in the inner elbow, and
didn't look like that.
No, I mean, once you get the juices flowing, it kind of goes away. But I feel fresher, more healthy now than I ever have. So I think that speaks a lot of volume.
You both look like last time. I see you both, right? You look thicker in the face. That's the first thing, right?
Yep.
Chaps are still there.
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere.
Like,
the face will get skinny.
3 weeks ago we were here, right? 3 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and then 4 weeks ago I was in. I think so,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Yeah. So, not quick turnaround.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see you guys pull. I think you both have. I think both of you have opportunities to absolutely shine. I think both matches are kind of tailor-made for both. I have to ask the big one. We'll start with Paul. Maybe Adam will change his answer, but ERMES versus Devon.
Oh my goodness. I've discussed this match so many times in the past few weeks. I come to the same thing. I think ERMES goes in as the favorite based off the data we know right now and just the known variables. He goes in the favorite. The minute the match stops, Devon becomes the immediate heavy favorite, in my opinion. So I think a lot of it's going to come down to like what, others have said, like how frustrated can Devon make ERMES in the setup? Can he get him out of his headspace? I think that'll decide whether we see a stop or not. Looking at Gennady, the way Gennady handled Devon's stuff was like perfect. I question if ERMES can handle all that in that moment. To me, that's the most interesting thing, is to see how all that extracurricular stuff is handled. And I think that is going to be the deciding factor as to whether we may see a stop or not. So again, I think ERMES comes in as a favorite to win potentially quickly. The minute there's a stop, Devon becomes a heavy favorite.
Yeah, I mean, my answer is the same. I mean, it kind of goes in line with Paul. Based on what we know, you have to give the favoritism to ERMES.
From the start.
Yeah. I mean, Devon's Devon. He plays the mind games. How well can he take ERMES out of his element. I mean, even if there's a stop, I see ERMES. You always think ERMES has that flop option, and we know Devon's susceptible to it. So I think it can still even be interesting. But then again, like ERMES pulled a month ago. I mean, I know he dominated, but still, what form? I mean, these guys at that level, at that weight, right? They're always changing. Their levels are fluctuating, and that's just, I mean, at that open level, that's the name of the game right now.
Yeah, I think.
So I'm not going to address the elephant in the room, but it's definitely a real part of sport, and so are we going to get the ERMES we saw a month ago, and then which version of Devon are we going to get? We'll find out Saturday.
Well, that's an interesting point too, because when you look at the black and white stuff that everybody normally look at, they say, okay, Devon pulled LaVon, got crushed, got his bicep torn a little bit, didn't look like he was in the match all except for one round. ERMES, similar thing, race to 4, LaVon takes the 4, but then ERMES takes the last 2, based off the exhaustion, the flop press, all that good stuff. So it's easy looking at that data to say, okay, well, ERMES has the wins on LaVon, so he has to be ahead of Devon. He has to be the favorite. But I think the thing that we are neglecting to look at is that Devon, even with the loss to Gennady, I believe, he is getting better every week. That he is in this world that we live in, with the stem cells and getting healthier and stuff. Like the guy's getting better. So that to me is the other big unknown of like, how much better is Devon on a week? I know. I mean, he's Benjamin
level,
Button.
What level
he's
is
Benjamin Button?
In at? Exactly. So,
I think the interesting part is about like how many guys they both pulled not mask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gennady, Levin, Dave.
Yeah.
Who else? There was someone else. Kind of in the same super matches. Or maybe I don't know, but it's a lot of data, especially from the last year.
Yeah.
And we kind of know what to expect from
them. Yeah.
But I think it's one of the big matches. Of forever, right?
Well, for sure. And I mean, the personality clash is so interesting to me. So like, we see Devon preparing for LaVon. We see a little bit of social media back and forth. Then we see LaVon just go dark and not really engage until the match. ERMES and Devon have been back and forth all the time. ERMES speaks English. ERMES is funny. You know what I mean? I love that build-up stuff. And then I'm very interested to see the communication with the referees on the day of the match. Like the back and forth with each other and with the referees. To me, I think that's going to be really entertaining to watch. Either way.
So who has more? Here's the question: who has more to lose? Like who's in a worse situation if they lose?
I think a lot of people are saying forever that Devon has never been that good, right? Everyone's like,
overrated. Yeah.
So whoever is at the top, if Devon knocks them down, they have more to lose.
Yeah.
Like Devon loses to ERMES, who is the super heavyweight, who took 11 limits, like all those things, right? There's no loss.
Right.
It's a win. It's a win. Right?
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Devon has much to lose here.
No, he really doesn't.
Which is also a factor.
The interesting thing is, when we talk with Devon wins, he's the double champ.
Yeah.
And then he wants to keep the gully because he said to make 105 like this, no problem.
Yeah. 105. He's
Wow.
no problem.
105? Oh, what is that? Like,
I can make 75, no problem.
What is that? 230?
That's 232.
Yeah. 232. He said 121 or 122 kilos.
That's it?
Yeah. So that's
a factor then too. I didn't know he was that light. He came into Gennady bigger than that, for sure.
6 kilos. Yeah. You will see him. You haven't seen him, right? You haven't seen him.
Not yet. Not in person.
Yeah. But he's made of stem cells.
Yeah.
He's literally Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's the Toxic Avenger. That's great.